So we're going to go into Aries first. I'm going to go through the astrology for Aries rising, and then we are going to go into the Aries reading, okay? So in terms of stuff for Aries rising here, all right, let's check this out. I always write notes for everything, so I just want to get my little notes up there. But we got Aries, for Aries rising here for the month. We have Mars moving into Taurus, which is moving into your second house. Now, Mars rules your 8th house, so you could end up spending a little bit more money. You might need to watch in terms of, breaking things, hurting yourself, breaking things like that are other people's, etc. There's gonna be a really clumsy, accident prone kind of energy throughout July and August here, so just watch out for that as well. And we got Mercury moving into Cancer there. Mercury rules your 3rd and 6th house. So think about neighbors, family, work, your day-to-day there. And it's going to be really have you focused in those areas on what needs to be taken care of on your day-to-day. How can we adjust our routines? What in terms of the people around us, getting to work, getting around, all of these kind of 3rd house kind of stuff, communication. Where are our needs, where do we need to take care of things? What do we need to do, and how can we make it a little bit of a better, more comfortable experience for ourselves? We also have that full moon in Cancer on the 13th. So the full moon, did I say full moon in Cancer? The full moon in Capricorn on the 13th. So for you guys, once again, there's going to be a lot of relationship ties to your home and career are going to be in highlight, what needs to be taken care of in those areas there. And because it's going to be really illuminating thing, it's with that, again, I mentioned it in the general there, with the full moon in Capricorn, there's not a lot of emotion there. It's we're not getting that wonderful emotional experience that full moon sometimes can give us in the illumination. It's going to illuminate really where we're not comfortable, and whether we're comfortable or not, how we have to take care of this and what we have to do, and really where our needs are not being met in our career and home situations. And then so yeah, that's really kind of things to focus on with that full moon in Capricorn. And again, think back to that Venus retrograde in Capricorn at the end of December, January, February 2021, 2022, and what was going on there, where was the new beginning there for yourself. And now with that new moon, especially in that time as well, where are we at now 6 months later, and what are we being illuminated with in that same kind of arena now? So pay attention there. We also have the Mercury Cazimi there on the 16th of July. And with the Mercury Cazimi, it's just really going to, be a moment of clarity, because you have to think Mercury Cazimi is really when Mercury is retrograde, obviously, things are not clear, communication is not clear, there's more issues with the things that Mercury rules. And with the Mercury Cazimi, it brings immediate clarity. It is also going to be, in Cancer and close to the Sun in Leo. The Sun won't be in Leo at that point, but we are getting close to that point. So the Sun in its own right is very close. So it's kind of heating things up, making things very bright, almost too bright. We're going to be getting a lot of clarity, intense clarity on some really big things here. All right. We also have Mercury, again, because it's going to be very combust at that time, what can we do? Okay, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing there. All right, let's go to, Venus moving into Cancer there I think it's on the 18th, and Venus rules your 2nd house, really, of money, and your 7th house of relationships. So it's going into Cancer, which is in your 4th house. So there's going to be a really intense focus on home, family, relationships there, and you're going to be probably spending more money there. You're going to be, having more of your resources spent in these areas. So it's going to be very much about where, because again, Venus in Cancer is such a nurturing energy. Where can we nurture in these areas, and how can we nurture in these areas? And again, you might find yourself spending more money in these areas, or trying to configure work and home stuff in a different way that is more comfortable and beneficial to you and makes you feel better, if that makes sense, okay? And then on the 19th, we have Mercury going into Leo. Leo is your 5th house, so again, there's going to be a focus more on the recreational pleasures, on sex, on children, on self-expression, on creativity. And this is going to be really trining though with Jupiter and Aries also in your sign there, and it's going to bring this really intense creative fun energy. And you might even find yourself really at this time finding new ways to identify and creatively really express yourself, okay? And with Jupiter, again, like in your first house, it's like it's gonna be like this moment is gonna be kind of like a hard look at like what defines you, and it's gonna be, I don't know, it's gonna be a hard look at, it's gonna be more focused on the fun and happiness and more enjoyable aspects of that, if that makes sense. Okay. So we also have the new moon in Leo there on the 28th. And this is going to be in your 5th house as well. It's all about the creativity, all about the pleasure, all that kind of stuff there. And it's going to be new beginnings in those areas. Like, what do we no longer enjoy that we used to enjoy? How do maybe we used to like love doing this thing that used to bring us a lot of peace, or like, you know, this used to be enjoyable for us, and now we're just not into it. Like, maybe some of you could be like, you know, removing vices out of your life, like drinking, or like I used to go and like binge drink, and like, you know, I used to go out with my friends and binge drink, and now it just doesn't bring me that same joy. That kind of like stuff might be happening for you, and you might be finding really new ways that like you are enjoying yourself and getting that same pleasure. We also have Jupiter going retrograde, excuse me, in your sign there, Aries, on the same day. So questioning our faith, really, and our capabilities of doing something. We're going to be having to really forge our own way, on our own faith, because as I said in the beginning there, when I was just going over the general astrology, which I still have up, there's just like a lot of, it's going to be because like when Jupiter was in Aries, we're kind of running on our faith. We really believed in ourselves. There was a lot of confidence and belief, like, I can do this, I can make this happen, I've got this. And when it is now retrograde in it, it's removing that. It's kind of like the carpet is pulled out from under us and saying, do you have faith in yourself? Do you believe in yourself? Do you think you can do this? Well, do you? You have to find the power to do it, Aries. And it's going to be in your 1st house, so it's like, it's really all about you and your ego, and not letting these moments of feeling less than 100 billion% and super amped up, to not let your ego be driven downwards, and not to lose faith and belief in yourself and accomplishing what you need to. So once again, I'm going to figure out how to full screen this so that we can do the reading. Okay. Don't make fun of me, guys. This is like a first stream, all right? So this is, if you're here with me, then you can tell that this is me learning. This is the 2nd day, all right? Figuring this out. Don't make fun of me, guys, okay? This is like, I'm not that tech savvy. We're learning. I'm learning. Don't make fun of me. Okay, we're gonna figure it out. I will figure it out. I don't know, maybe I can't. I thought I could, okay? We're figuring this out. I will figure this out. I promise. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Nope. It's gonna happen. Alright, let's try it. I don't think that did anything, but Alright, well, you know what? We're doing our best here at Deku Tarot. We're doing our best. And every day we learn a little more. Okay. Every day we're learning. Every day we learn a little bit. Okay. You guys don't need to make fun of me for this. You can. Alright, let's make this a little bigger. I'm gonna sneeze. I don't feel it. I can feel it coming. Oh shoot, please don't sneeze. Alright, let's see. Okay. Alright. Well, alright, let's do the reading. Aries, Aries, Aries. Alright. Aries, Aries, Aries for July 2022. These readings are going to be a little bit shorter than they are on the YouTube. They're going to be good. And, well, I hope it's going to be good. I'm sure it'll be a good month. Alright, let's see Aries. Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for July 2022. It's going to be a month of realizations for you. Of making some big decisions. And feeling pretty impatient about getting where we want to go. You might have a lot of energy that wants to push forward very quickly and momentously in terms of ideas, in terms of our visions of the future, of what the life that we want to be living, of the career that we want to be doing. And like I said, there's going to be a lot of intense energy here. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to get used to like where to put this, as per usual. We have Judgment and the Knight of Swords here. Ooh, and as I say this, a thunderstorm begins. But yeah, with Judgment there, Judgment really, and I've been really feeling this way for you guys. Like as soon as like I step into your energy here in this reading, it just feels like there is a lot that we want to accomplish. We have some really big ideas. We have some really big things that we want to be doing, and that we have like goals that we've envisioned for ourselves that we've been moving forward on. And there's a lot of this intense push from behind us to make this happen. However, I do want to be honest and say that a lot of we are not going to see the immediate success and the immediate changes and all of these things fall into our lap the way that we want them to. So just be prepared for that, Aries. But Judgment does ask us if we want to make changes in our life, it is time to do so. Are we going to keep doing things the way that we used to? Are we going to give up? Or are we going to garner our faith here and keep on going? Are we going to continue to believe in ourselves? Or are we going to just step back into what we were and what we know we're not happy being? Especially I feel like in terms of career for a lot of you guys, there's this real push, this real itch. And I don't want to say it's like, only thing I can think of is like the rage quit energy. And I do want to say like, don't rage quit yet. You can start looking, oh my God, I'm gonna figure out where the fuck to put this in a second. But yeah, with the, I'll figure this out. I'm gonna do it over here. It's so weird because it's like opposites me. So then I get really thrown off. I don't like how it mirrors the opposite way. But yeah, with the Four of Swords reversed and that Knight of Wands there's a lot of push forward, yet there is this need to rest. However, we don't want to. Whenever I get the Four of Swords reversed, I get the sense that we're not getting the rest that we need. We're not getting what we want out of it. We also aren't really feeling it. I often get it like when we're feeling really impatient and we want things to move forward and we have passion and an idea for something and we really want to push forward on that right away. So we have this kind of energy here of wanting things to happen and, like, you know, again, having this really exciting energy to it, especially with that Knight of Wands. Like, he's got a message. He's like, I always see him as a very creative energy coming in, as something that we're really passionate about and we really want to rush forward with. And we have this, again, we have this wand and we want to run off into the distance with it and make this happen. However, we might be asked to be a little more patient right now, and it's very difficult. And I saw these cards, I didn't take them out, but like I did see them pop out behind. It was like Six of Wands reversed and Knight of Pentacles reversed. And it just feels like, think back to what I was saying with the astrology there with Mars and Taurus. It's not an ideal time to push forward. Like, we can continue on with our momentum. We have to be aware that there will be roadblocks. There will be a lot more issues moving forward in this area. Like, it's not going to be easy. And we're gonna find that there's probably a lot more coming up against us in these areas. So we're gonna have to keep pushing forward, though. Oh my god. Okay. Well, wait a second here. We got. Oh, these ones aren't bad though. But it's also like, yeah, there's this real stubborn energy here that our fears are going to bring up. We're gonna need to really watch that. And with that, oh my god. Ugh, I'm gonna use this. With the full moon in Capricorn, I kind of get this sense here. I mean, obviously, because the moon shows up, but it's almost that very eclipsean energy that Capricorn was bringing for so long. And again, like I keep bringing up that Venus retrograde in Capricorn, that was rough. That was rough for a lot of people. I would say, like, I cannot think of one person that was a really good time romantically and in terms of relationships for. Like, I cannot think of anybody that was like, yeah, that was like a really great period for me. And everything was really clear and everything was really wonderful and on point. Like, no, it was not. It was a shit ass time. And with that Nine of Wands right there and the moon, there's this sense of like, I don't want to, like, there's like a stubborn energy there with Mars and Taurus as well. And with Jupiter going retrograde in your sign, slowing down, there's this need to stand up and this stubbornness to not let go and to not give up on things that we're passionate about and not let our fears like get in the way. And yet we might find it kind of seeping in here and there. So again, just make sure that we are being stubborn enough, like use that stubborn energy towards not losing faith in yourself, not losing your belief in yourself, okay? Because that's going to be really what's important here. Oh my gosh, it's so dark. I actually might turn on a light and grab my tea. So just give me a second because this coffee is like, got all melty. I mean, it's gonna be 1 second, Aries, because then we have got 3 really good cards here. I'm gonna get right into that. You know, this is how it be when you're on Twitch. I don't do things. Let's see if this. Let's make it a little brighter in here. Yeah, we'll leave this light on. Okay. And I'm gonna just switch this out. And actually, guys, I'm gonna go on mute and run to the bathroom. Just make it a quick little mini break. Sorry that this is happening in the middle of the Aries reading, but we're gonna come right back to it. I know where I'm at. Feeling that energy, so just give me 1 second. Alright guys, so continuing on with this Aries reading here. Like I was saying, like, you're going to have to use that stubbornness to your advantage. Use it to not give up. Use it to continue to believe in yourself. Use it to however you can give yourself an advantage at this time. In terms of continuing on that momentum of making these things that you want to happen. Sorry, and again, it's so humid and crazy out, and I just got my hair trimmed yesterday, so it's in an awkward state. So let's get into this beautiful energy though, because like, damn. All right, now we gotta put it the opposite way so that we can look at it. You guys will see it. All right, so where do I turn this? It's so awkward. So we have the sun there. I'm gonna I'm gonna get used to this, okay? It's like when it's so opposite, like I'm gonna see if there's a way I can like get used to it a little better. But anyways, we have the sun showing up, and that is clarity, that is happiness. And to me, when I saw this, it screamed Mercury Kazemi for me. I feel like that's gonna be a really big breakthrough point for you. I also think that going into Leo season, being in fixed fire is also going to, you're going to take that clarity and whatever it is that you're learning, and you're going to go forward in a really successful, incredible, and just like this really vital, like powerful way. Like you're going to be really paving the way with this energy here. However, like I always see the sun as like you turn on the light, you see something, like there's this moment of clarity, like you can know, like the shadows are no longer distorting the vision. And I really feel like that way for you guys. And that's why it's really important now that your vision is not distorted to not let fear and not let when Jupiter moves out of your sign, especially at the end of the month, to really distort that for you. Sorry. Hair is like, it's really humid, and obviously my AC off, it's gonna keep getting fuzzier. But yeah, we have the sun and the star there, and like I really like this combination, especially with the Page of Pentacles in the middle, because it's like, what seeds do you want to plant right now? We have this Leo and Aquarius energy that is really big as we move toward Leo season, and with it being like that, I'm gonna get used to this. Okay, I know I'm really awkward with how we turn the cards here, but there's this really powerful ability to make our dreams a reality. It's like we have this really like amazing vision for the future. Okay, so put that into reality and like do the real things with Mercury, and I say Mercury, with Mars and Taurus there, and all that other Leo energy. Like we're gonna have to like pick our ego up. We're gonna have to remember who we are. What is your identity? Who are you? Don't forget that at this time. Don't forget how powerful you are. Don't forget how far you've come and how much you want this. Okay. So there's a really great energy for you this month. We're going to look at love, and just about, before we can look at love, actually, let's look at anything that we need to be aware of that may be coming in to throw us off and how best to deal with it. And we're going to look at love, and then we're going to move on to the next sign. So we're going to keep these readings, a little bit, things that might come up for us. Oh boy, oh my god, okay. That was unexpected. Some of you might be in a situation, let's turn that one, where, oh my gosh, okay, so let me just, okay. With these cards and these cards here, let me also, just in the right order, no it's not, I never really want them to be. But yeah, there's this really, wow, like, whoa energy here. Like, wow. Yeah, there you are over here with the Emperor. We also have the Ten of Pentacles after that, and the Knight of Pentacles upright this time. And when I see that, I just think we have this real desire to improve our home situation, our family situation, but really our financials for the long term. And maybe it's family and home and stuff like that, like wanting to improve these aspects, wanting to be more comfortable, want to, again, not have to worry about, it's almost like you don't want to worry about, like, if I want to go out and buy some, like, dinner tonight, I don't want to have to worry about, like, what this is going to do to my budget. I don't want to, like, be on this uncomfortable couch anymore. It's like things that you just want to spend money on that aren't even that big and that just mean comfort and, like, home stuff for you. Or even for some of you, it could just be that you really are thinking about a long-term home. But whatever it is, it's like financials in the long term are really important for you in terms of building up at this time. And we're working on this slow path to make these things a reality. It's almost like for a lot of you, I want to say, like, for some of you that want to be your own business or do your own stuff, like, this is a really amazing time for you to push forward on that and make that stuff happen. We also have, I might need to turn on my AC, it's so hot. Yeah, that Six of Swords reversed, it's like, for some of you, it's like you're afraid to leave the stability and the security of a job to build something on your own. And for some of you, it's also like, I get for some of you, again, who work in companies, like, with other people, like, there's issues there. You might want to leave because you're not getting along with them, and you really want to work in an environment where it feels like we're all on the same team, we're working together, we have the same goals, we have, like, we're working well together, and there's not backstabbing and bullshit. Like, it's a very, like, situation like that. I don't want to deal with this shit every day. It's not fun for me. But I also don't want to leave this until I'm secure in this kind of vision I have for my future. I know I'm just planting the seeds right now, but like, damn, can this hurry up? So that I do understand the impatience for you guys. There's a lot of impatience in forging your path forward in terms of, that aspect there, in terms of your future that you want to build for yourself. So let's look at love a little bit though, and the cards of advice. But I would say like you just need to take things a little slowly and plan it out. Use this, Mars and Taurus energy that is kind of a forcible slowdown to focus on, your plans for the future there. With the Two of Wands, this is why we need liquids. Okay. That's so good. I just like choke a little. But the Two of Wands is about prospecting. Where are you going to go from here? Where do you want to head? This is a good time to do that, so don't rush forward, because it's almost like it's asking you, like, okay, look back on all the things that you've done before. Have you rushed forward in this way before, and how did it work out for you? Don't rush into this. This is you, like, yes, you have all this momentum, yes, and you might need to go a little slower, but don't lose that belief. Don't lose that power. Don't lose that. You will get there, okay? Let's pull a little on love here. I'm going to use some romance angel cards for that as well. That's for Aries, Sun, and Mars. Okay. What's interesting to me about this spread, Aries, with love is like, yeah, you're so impatient for all this other, career stuff to happen. You're like, oh my god, I just want this to happen. I don't want this to happen. Oh, it's making me crazy. Oh, it's like making me nuts. And then you have like love that wants to come in, and it might even be like non-traditional kind of stuff, because I get like that with, what's it called, sorry, I need to put them in order. With the, I almost called them the Taurus, the bull, the Hierophant there reverse. There is this like energy of, oh my god, where did he go? I'm doing this backwards still. So silly. Okay, with the Hierophant reverse there's this non-traditional sense I always get when the Hierophant is reversed. It's like tradition doesn't mean anything anymore. And I think that like in terms of society, like we're kind of at the point where we need to face this. Like what we have built up as tradition over the past, I don't know, like 2,000 years or whatever the hell, however long it's been, that we like define like this insular family and having kids and getting married and having this kind of thing as being successful, as being happy and being settled, and the partner that's like this. For some of you, I kind of get the sense like if you want to explore your sexuality, you're going to be doing that as well. But this non-traditional, it's like that isn't for me anymore. I imagine my life like this. It's not fulfilling me. Why do I have to live my life because everybody else believes that this is what's going to make me happy? I know it's not making me happy, so I don't care. Six of Wands is like, again, in terms of love, there's a lot of success in Three of Wands. I just feel like we're moving forward like really well there. Like we have stuff going on, but like Ten of Wands came out upright. Okay, pulling out the wrong thing again. The Ten of Wands came out upright, and then he kind of flips like to reverse. And I feel like for some of you, it's like, yes, things are going successful, but it's like goes from Six of Wands to Three of Wands to Ten of Wands. And that's a really interesting and weird wandy energy. It's like, I feel like for a lot of you, we don't have the energy right now. You're putting into a relationship, you're putting into another person. We have so much that we're trying to accomplish and do on our own. It's kind of like, for some of you who just started dating somebody, it's like, it's not that I don't like them, it's not that things aren't going well, it's just I don't feel like I have time for what I need to do for myself right now. How am I supposed to give that to you if I'm trying to build up my life and my success and my happiness on my own? And for those of you in partnerships, it's remembering to carve out enough time, and again, like with that Hierophant reversed energy, changing things up so that it works better for what we need right now. Like what are our needs and how can we meet them? Versus like, and again, your partner might feel the same way, like everybody's needs need to be met, how are we going to get there? and what are the needs that aren't being met, etc. Okay, and then we kind of get this energy showing up here with oh my god, I'm gonna pull these reversed constantly, but there's the Justice card and the King of not King, why can't I say his name? The Knight of Cups there. I mean, for some of you, you could have like a Libra coming in, like very like romantically, but like also I just feel like this to me is like a sign to vet, really, to be very discerning and to be very upfront and rational with what you're being offered right now, because it might seem amazing, like, oh my god, this person's incredible, the feels are here, etc. But like when the Justice card comes up, it's like being very discerning about it. Like, do I have time for this right now? This might be good, but like also, do they really mean this? Is this going to change as soon as we get a little more comfortable? Like, where is this going? It's just being a lot more level-headed and less like likely to get swept away off your feet with the wind. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I just think like you need to trust your gut and your feelings on this, okay? Trust your gut and your feelings on the situation. I don't think the other person remotely means you harm or anything. It's just like, do you have time for this right now? You need to check in with your emotions. What can you give and what can you not give right now? What can we do? What can we not do? In this Cancer season, I just feel like there's a lot more focus on like, you need to realize like, and you need to focus on nurturing yourself first before you put that energy towards anybody else. So let's pull a Romance Angel Oracle card and then a Power Deck card by Lindsay Andrews, and then we're gonna finish your reading here, Aries. We're gonna move on to the other readings. I gotta turn the AC for a little bit, I think, you know. So let's check this out. Okay, Aries, for your Romance Angel Oracle cards. Romance Angel. Oh, no, that's too many cards. It literally was like, let's just spit out the whole ass deck. Like, no? Ma'am. Ma'am, no. Okay? No. Alright, so let's check this out, Aries. Any other messages in terms of love and romance for the single coupled situationship, Aries? Interesting. It's like not even that I get the feeling this person is like negative or they're like grading on you. It's like they're like amazing. Like, this is great. Like, especially if you're meeting a new person or your partner. Like, they're good. But like, you've got to make sure like you know, they might want to do this and do that, and like they're feeling this, they're feeling that way, and that's great. But you have to make time to get done what you need to get done. You got to keep that Jupiter and Aries, you know, direct momentum going forward as it moves retrograde, because it's going to be especially tough on you. But yeah, oh my god, I love this. Okay, so this could be the one, was the first card that came out there. Oh my god, I'm going to keep going the wrong way. This could be the one. Oh my god, this is so awkward. I hate how reversed it is. This is so awkward to hold up cards when everything is reversed. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So yeah, it's not like I feel like this is like a new person, but for those of you like who are getting to know a new person, and I say this like with this card coming out second, getting to know each other, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So there's a lot of like getting to know you. Again, it's really good energy like when you have an evening that you can give to somebody else or give to your partner. It just feels like there's gonna be a lot of really nice talks and good times like spent together, and like we're watching this show together and we're playing games, or like, you know, we went on this walk. Like, it's gonna be really like nice little romantic moments, but like make sure that you're not inundating yourself like by giving all of your time to this other person. And I don't think that they will take it offensively, and if they do, like, just explain where you're at and that you need to focus on things for yourself right now. I really don't feel like they won't understand you. I really feel like it'll be fine. So let's pull a Lindy Andrews. Oh my god, I wonder what I'm doing. I have like all my cards over here on this table. Next month I actually just ordered this, and I also ordered a microphone. So things are going to be getting better, and I'm going to be figuring out also graphics and stuff. Like, it's going to look a lot better as we move forward. But again, this is day 2 of doing Twitch, so just bear with me. This is new to me. I just have been wanting to order this platform for so long. It's really nice too. And again, I feel very like in my Aries energy right now, like especially doing this reading and talking about your astrology. Like, I don't know, I really vibe with the Aries energy because I have a lot of Aries placements in my chart, and I grew up thinking I was an Aries, so I'm not. I guess I'm a Taurus, but I always thought I was an Aries, was told that, so I really am in that energy. But interesting. Your card here is masculine. So I'm going to just hold this up and read it. Oh my god, this is so awkward. How do I It's so uncomfortable to like know that like every movement I do is opposite. Okay. Carrying your gift of consciousness from the heart of woman, of Mother Earth, trek toward the summit of higher knowledge. Because of male and female imbalances, the Earth is in danger of dying. Remember that the power of the masculine explodes as the power of the feminine implodes, and a sacred spiral of life is set into motion. One cannot live without the other. The masculine god is in search of the feminine goddess. He brings gifts of driving force to her powers of intuitive, creative receptivity. Both are equal warriors in the fight against ignorance. Balance your masculine and feminine energies through meditation and awareness of when you are carrying a male or female shield. This is your struggle in life and a great source of power for you. So, beautiful stuff there. Aries, Aries, Aries. I really like this because interesting, I don't know. I saw the Empress come out reversed at one point, like behind some other cards. It didn't feel relevant, but like as I'm reading this, it just feels very much like we're in this very masculine energy, especially because Jupiter has been in our sign, and like we're all amped up on the Aries and Jupiter and Aries juice here. We're like, I can do anything. I'm amazing, and that's you can, and you're awesome. But you also have to. You're going to be dipping into that Mars and Taurus energy, and it's going to take you back a little bit. It's going to, slow things down, and you can't be rushing off in that masculine way anymore. You have to dip into that feminine energy, that Empress energy of letting things come to you and manifesting. So, your message is the